Andy Wahlberg.
Hi, this is John Nichols, and I'm backstage with a friend of mine, Andy Wahlberg. Great music, comedy, a complete entertainment show. This is what makes Andy Wahlberg such a special performer. Andy is the perfect host, MC, or entertainment for your next corporate event. He has been featured on countless television and radio programs and has toured as the opener for such great acts as Chicago, Spyro Gyra, and Billy Joel. Since 1992, he has been taking corporate audiences by storm. Here's just a partial list of companies who have enjoyed Andy's show. These are some of the biggest names out there. Audiences have ranged in size from intimate groups of 50 to a pumped crowd of 7,000 at Chicago's McCormick Place. So what makes Andy special? He's sincere.
I do a lot of shows for organizations, and I also, one time I played for the National Organ Donors Society, and this was their theme song.
Sensitive.
Here's the story of a lovely lady who's bringing up three very lovely girls. All of them had hair of gold like their mother. The youngest one was still in curls. They're the Brady Bunch. They're the Brady.
Subtle.
Take all of me, Mama, can't you see?
Sensitive.
A horse is a horse, of course, and no one can talk to a horse, of course. That is, of course, unless the horse is the famous Mr. Ed.
His keen sense of timing can keep a crowd engaged.
I reached up for the preparation H, but I grabbed the Bengay by mistake, and it burned, that ring of fire,
Andy can handle it all. Celebrity introductions.
Please welcome the man in black, Mr. Johnny Cash. Hi, I'm Johnny Cash. I just got out of prison, I'll tell you. Prison's tough. Real tough. No place for sissies. Well, one or two, maybe. I spent a lot of time in prison. I wrote a lot of songs in prison. Right now, I'd like to do a song I wrote in prison. It's a song about prison. I call this song Prison. A piece of twine holds up these pants of mine. I keep the twine tied tightly all the time. There's only one thing that would be divine. Say you'll be mine, I'll pull the twine.
And no one can sum up the resort experience quite like Andy.
Just sit right back and you'll hear the tale of a fateful trip that started from this tropic port aboard this tiny ship. The mate was a mighty sailing man, the skipper brave and sure. 5 passengers set sail that day on a 3-hour tour. The weather started getting rough.
His ability to embellish can make any story memorable.
Well, right now I'd like to do a little bluegrass song my daddy taught me when I was growing up in the hills of Western Virginia. A little tune that Daddy and I used to play out on the front porch. He'd play the harmonica, I'd play the guitar. We'd play for many hours. I can remember whiling away many happy hours on that front porch. Even though we were very poor, we didn't have a house, we just had a porch.
Believe me, nothing brings an event to a climax or an audience to its feet like the Andy Wahlberg Show.
Help me!
So what are you waiting for? Call your meeting planner today to book Andy Wahlberg. Operators are standing by.
Thank you very much.